have 6 kids. We couldn't.
I think at the start you thought it was painful. Remember that? I remember that.
Yeah. At the start, it
'Cause
even
I
felt
remember
like I
I
was
was-
a virgin again.
Yeah, I was a virgin, right? So it's
Yeah.
my first time. So
We didn't know what we were doing, actually.
Yeah.
To be honest, like even if I had experienced all these things, it was like a totally new thing once again. Like, you know how the Bible says that God makes all things new, and it just felt like that also. And so there are times, of course, like maybe certain things I have memories.
Yeah.
And because it's something that was similar or whatever, although it's a different context. And I just have to remember that this is not the same thing, right? And sex is not about me all the time. It's something I'm giving to my husband. You know, sex is a very, just let me explain this part, okay? Right? You know, the Bible says your body's not your own. And
I'll say what, because I feel that way. I have to give my body to you.
you always want to give your body to me. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, you know, I think I learned also to see sex for the way that God designed it. It's really supposed to be a selfless thing also, where it's something that I can also do to serve Edric, to be a blessing to him, to love him, to show my love for him. So it's not just what I can get out of it or what it, you know, this was my experience. So sorry, babe, you know, we can't do it because it reminds me of that. And so I think that's also how God helped me to reframe things.
Right.
Right. That this is what sex is supposed to be in marriage. And how can I also be a blessing to my husband? Because now that I was forced into surgical menopause, it's gotten harder, right? So I always have to think also, how can I be a blessing to my husband? It's not just about me or what's convenient for me.
I guess I've also learned how to also make it enjoyable for you. I think that's also part of it. I'm just be very honest here.
No,
Yeah.
but
Right.
you know,
It's not a
You
one
should
way.
hear that, because guys
Yeah.
need to hear that. Please
Yeah,
share that.
I'm so
obviously,
blessed
as
by
we're-
that answer. I'm so blessed because it just shows how God heals and really makes all
Restores.
things new again. Because as I was listening to that video last night in TED, that couple that didn't have sex for 7 years, never consummated, was because the wife was sexually abused and had a very traumatic experience when she was younger.
And so she
So
carried it into the
yeah, so
relationship.
she carried that into their relationship. And but this shows that God is so faithful in restoring things. So
Yeah.
praise
And I
God.
think Edric was saying, right, he's also very sensitive and what were you gonna say?
Yeah, what were
I
you
was
gonna say?
good. Okay.
Yeah, you were gonna say
You know what?
something.
Anyway, they can edit this after. It's so funny.
They can
So,
edit this. Yeah.
No, but I think that you were
No, I was very
saying,
sensitive to joy. I tried to find, you know, we talked about it and we tell couples, if you want to enjoy sex, you have to talk about it. Does that work for you? How does that feel?
is this
And I was
uncomfortable for you?
very, very, very sensitive to the fact that she had come from that background, you know. So I would ask her, you know, what things conjure up the trauma, you know, is this working? And I think because we were working on it together, that also made it, I'd like to say, enjoyable or holy, right?
And to be honest, I felt safe with him also sexually speaking, because he had not had sex with any of his girlfriends. So I didn't ever feel like, you know, I was being used or whatever. Only when I found out later on, but he stopped it in marriage, that he had experiences with pornography. And that really affected me. Because for me, that was more similar a thing, that
What
out of
happened?
context way of enjoying sexual stuff, not according to God's design. That affected me more when I found that out.